Hey guys, a few weeks ago I shot a medium format point and shoot camera with the new Kodak Gold, and I've been really excited to show you guys how it turned out. This was a really fun camera to use, but after using it, I'm not really sure if I would buy it for myself. And I'll explain why later. The Fuji GA645 is basically a point and shoot medium format camera. So I can take bad photos without having to mess around with any of the settings. You can shoot this camera manually in aperture priority, or you can shoot it fully automatic. For me personally, if you're going to use this camera, you may as well use it in automatic and probably just overexpose it by one stop. The GA645 has a 60mm f4 lens, so I think that's basically like a 28mm lens that's f2 if it was like on an SLR camera. Also, portrait is landscape and landscape is portrait due to the 645 format. So I'm going to let this puppy rip and see what I can do, if I can remember to take the lens cap off. I took the GA645 to Yorkshire for the weekend. My friend is leaving to work in a mine like the olden days, so we met up at a place called Malham Cove, which is just some big old rocks.
Yeah, we've got it. Oh, did you have it last night? No, I didn't yet.
I really enjoy the feeling of taking portraits with a medium format camera. I think this first one would have come out all right, but I was just a little bit too close because the Fujifilm GA645 has a focusing range from 0.7 meters to infinity. So actually that's not really as close as I would have liked. After that, most of my portraits were in focus. So yeah, just a little learning curve there. If you're enjoying this video so far, drop me a little like, just a little like, just a little one. I think one of the definite pros of this camera is that it is quite light and small for a medium format camera. You can wander around with it for a while and you're not really going to notice it, whereas I've used the Pentax 6.7 and Mamiya RB6.7 before, and you know about it.
There are skeletons back there! I don't know nothing about no skeleton. What?
The next day we headed back via a little town where them women that wrote Jane Eyre and Wuthering Heights were from. Now I can't tell for sure, but it looks like the GA645 has autofocused on these horses' arses, which I don't know why that would have happened, but I think we've got horses' arses in focus. Now, despite this little horses' arses issue, I still had a lot of fun shooting the Fuji while wandering through the 1900s or wherever I was. So by the time I got back, I only shot like a roll or so. So I wanted to shoot a little bit more. So me and my friend travelled to a little place called Crome Hill, which is like 20 minutes away from my house. I really just wanted to get a few shots from the sunset and things like that. So I don't think I was disappointed. This was pretty nice, and I think that the Kodak 200 was reasonably forgiving in some of these areas. Not in all of them, but I think some of the shadows still look pretty good. I'm just a bit gutted about this one shot, which is like totally underexposed. And I think that this is one of the downsides of using a point and shoot, basically, is it doesn't know what is the best place for metering from. You don't have that control to make that choice for it. So this one was ruined, but generally it was pretty good at exposing the situation. So once we'd saved a dumb sheep from getting its head stuck in a gate, we decided to head home, and I pondered the pros and cons of this electronic photographic camera that I held in my hands. And well, I don't think I would ever choose to buy this camera. I borrowed this camera from my friend, and thanks a lot, Sam. It's a good camera, but I think for me personally, if I have a medium format camera, I want the control and the choice of lenses and things like that. I think if I've got a point and shoot camera, just have a basic point and shoot camera or a cheaper point and shoot camera like the Olympus Mu 2 or something like that. I don't know, I just need that control if I'm gonna only have 16 shots or 10 shots or whatever. I think it's a cool camera though, and it was a lot of fun. So if for some reason for you it makes sense, then that is totally fine, and I think you should use it. But it ain't for me, baby. It ain't for me. You know what is for me though? That sweet, sweet feeling when someone just presses the subscribe button, and that's, I mean, it's totally free. It's free to click that little subscribe button, and I get like a little, you know, little fuzzy feeling from it. So, you know, if you're feeling it, if you've reached this part of the video, I mean, you might as well. So, you know, so if you enjoyed this video, you should probably watch one of the next videos coming up. And if not, and you've got to this point, then take a look in the mirror and just ask yourself, why? Are you boring, or am I boring? Who am I? Okay, bye.